Yeah, it's been a great week. We've been West Orange High School. Guys have been doing a great job. The hotel's outstanding. The Buffalo Wild Wings, the group, the Citrus Bowl, they all been outstanding. And guys have done a good job of working really hard. A little bit of adjustment with the weather when we first got here. But they've worked through that, been drinking a lot of water, Gatorade, and been taking care of their bodies. And we're looking forward to a good game on Friday.
Well, I'll say it's good to be back. I tell you what, the locker room was sure a lot nicer than the last time I was here. I know that, but it's been great. And like Drev said, our kids have worked really hard, and they want to make sure they play at the Michigan caliber and the way we like to play football. And we're excited to be here.
Yeah, both players, can you talk about when Coach Harbaugh first got here and what you've seen from him in terms of intensity, and is there a fun-loving side to him that maybe we don't always see?
Every day. So he loves the game of football, and you can see that. That's what he loves to do, and you can see that every time he goes out at practice, games, anytime he's around the team, it's always energetic, and he just loves the game and he loves being around it.
Yeah, I just second that statement. I mean, Coach Harbaugh, he's very willing to be a part of the team just as we are, and I mean, every day he comes out there, he gives it his best. He sets the bar, and we all achieve that. So,
this question's for Tim. In preparing for this game, what have you seen from the defense of Florida that they're able to do so well, and without giving away too much, just what are you guys going to try to do to confuse them or mix them up?
Well, number one, they got great personnel, coached very, very well, and Coach Mack does a great job as a head football coach. I worked with Coach Mack at Montana State and really thinks outside the box, is aggressive, and really knows how to lead a team. Defensively, the front four are very, very good with initial quickness. A lot of them have great lower body girth. You look for the measurables in the arms for the pass rush size, exactly what you're looking for in a National Football League player. The linebackers are very quick, can really run, has good instincts to the ball, good football awareness, do a great job of reading the track of the backs. Secondary, I mean, really good with change of direction and really understand the route concepts that are being thrown at them, and they support well on the run. They're a very, very good defensive football team, and we just have to do what we can do in terms of what we've done so far this year, and just stay within our plan and execute at a high level.
Right here, this is for Coach Tim. You guys have a 2-0 victory against UF so far. What's your strategy to defend that winning streak on the first?
Give me that again, please.
What's your strategy to defend your winning streak on the first when you guys play?
To stay here with the team?
To defend your winning streak. So far, you guys are 2-0 against UF in the Citrus Bowl.
We're 2-0 against
University of Florida.
Well, the last time when we played Florida, I was on the other side of that game, and Michigan came out that day, and I knew, and I tried to tell the guys, I can remember it like it was yesterday, saying, be careful, this team now, this Michigan team has tremendous talent, and a lot of the players on that team were all coming back from injuries, and they played a great game that day. And this is a big game for us. Florida's a very, very explosive, very talented football team, and on offense, they have tremendous speed, and they've got some really, really good, skilled athletes, and we're going to have to play. We're going to have to play great defense to play against them.
It's for Greg. You've had a chance to work now for Jack Harbaugh and both of his sons. How are the three of them similar, and what sets each one of them apart?
You're exactly right. I had the opportunity to coach for Jack at Western Michigan, a number of years ago, and then John with the Ravens, and now Jim. And the one thing, they all are tremendous football coaches. They understand what it takes to win. They know what is important for the young men. They care about the young men. Every one of them has a tremendous desire for the players to all become better people when they play under him. And winning is very important to him. Winning is very, very important to all three of them. And you're very fortunate to have had that opportunity because they're all just tremendous coaches. I mean, I'm not just saying that because you work for one right now. Every one of them, if a guy has the opportunity to ever coach for one of them, it's a blessing because they are great, great role models and great coaches. I think they're so genuine. You know, I think there's a lot of coaches out there that, I'm not going to say a lot of them, but I mean, there's coaches out there that kind of maybe say, I'm supposed to do it this way. Well, the Harbaughs do it that way because it's them. And that's what they truly believe in. And they understand exactly what a young man's supposed to do and what you have to do to win. And they're all the same that way.
Greg, over here. You can probably relate a little bit to what Doug's going to go through in this game, having from when you went from Michigan to Notre Dame and then you coached against those guys the next year. Is that a kind of an awkward situation in that game, or just kind of leading up to it because you know a lot of things and about the personnel and the players, and you have some weird emotions maybe?
I don't know that it's an awkward thing because when you have 3 weeks to prepare for a bowl game, you can't go by tendencies. You can't really go by what teams have done. You have to do it the way it's supposed to be done. You got to defend the things you have to defend. You have to make sure that everything's covered because you don't really know what a team's going to do. And when you've gone through a whole season, everything's in. It's easy to put in other things and things to tweak it, to make it better, and to do that. So I think you have to, when you get ready to play any team in a bowl game, you got to see what they've done and then understand that this is what they could also do.
In 97, was it weird to look across the Michigan players and kind of know all of them and what they were about?
Yeah. I mean, you don't really think of that when the game's going on. All you care about is the guys that are on your sideline and making sure that they have success and they have that you're doing anything you can in that game to make sure, they can leave that game the way it's supposed to be done with a victory.
This is for Greg. Greg, what kind of relationship did you have with Coach Nussmeier, and what's it going to be like coaching against him on Friday?
Coach Nussmeier is definitely a close friend. Anytime you work every day with a guy, in the same capacity and work together for an entire year, I have tremendous respect for him. He's a great person and he's a great coach. And I've always thought the world of him. Everywhere he's been successful. He's done a great job this year. You can see with the youth how they're not young anymore, and they've played really, really good football. And Doug's a great coordinator. Doug's a very, very, very good coordinator.
For both players, a year ago at this time, you guys were sitting home. Could you talk about what the transformation that's happened in the last year, chance to get to 10 wins?
It's a great opportunity really to be at the Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl because obviously last year didn't go the way we wanted it to. We didn't make a bowl game, but we're really grateful for this opportunity because when Coach Harbaugh came in, Coach Drevno came in, and all the new staff came in to coach us. We kind of laid a foundation, and as Coach Harbaugh said at our banquet, kind of got the locomotive moving in a different direction, which is definitely a good thing. And so, we're just really blessed and grateful to playing this great game.
Yeah, like Jay, you said, it's a blessing, to be able to have double-digit wins and come in and play at the Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl and come with some of the coaches that you started out with. So Coach Matty is calling one of our games, some of my few bowl games and. As a defensive coordinator, and it's just a blessing,
Tim, hey. What kind of progress have you seen from Mason Cole since you've been there?
Lots of progress. Mason's a very, very intelligent football player. He's got great football awareness, and he played as a true freshman. So coming back for a second year, you can see that he really's got a groove in his game and understands the football lens has really opened up for him. And he's really done a great job this year improving. I think he's really playing with better pad level, doing a better job pass blocking, using his hands. So he's improved immensely. We're glad that we have Mason Cole on our team.
This is for both of the players. You guys mentioned it just now a little bit about, not making a bowl game this year and feeling blessed to be here. But, you guys now have made the accomplishment of getting into a bowl game. What would it mean for you guys as individuals and for the program to win the bowl game coming off of kind of a disappointing season the year before?
I mean, for me personally, since I've been here at Michigan, I haven't won a bowl game yet with my teammates. And so I just think getting this 10th win is very important for Michigan, very important for the guys, and really propels you into spring ball too. So, I mean, the past few weeks we had a lot of time to go over fundamentals and stuff like that. But going out and executing game plan just as we would any other game, I mean, it just goes to show your development as a football player and how much better you've gotten since the last game towards this game too.
Tim, after working with McElwain and now Harbaugh, are there any similarities between the two that stick out as far as like what makes them successful head coaches?
Yeah, they both love the game of football. They're very respectful, and they care about the young men that's in their locker room, and they want to lead them. And they want to teach them to be better people, better fathers, better husbands as they leave this game, and just ultimate respect for the game and what it has to bring, and had the life lessons that it teaches you. And both of them think outside the box. They're both of them being with them are different ideas every day. It's never the same, and both are very, very good football coaches and good men.
This is for Coach Drevno and Jehu. How good has Jake Butt been for you guys, and how does he open up the offense for you, Jehu, to make some plays? Go ahead, Jehu.
Yeah, it's funny. Jake Butt's my locker roommate, but I mean, the kid's enthusiasm for the game is, unknown to any other player. He really comes out there. He really, when you talk about coaches coaching players, he's one of those guys getting on one of his teammates if something not the way it's supposed to look like. He always polices the locker room. And so when Jake Butt's out there, it's really reassuring because he's a threat on the line. He's also a threat to the secondary, and it's really ensuring for me too. Because when I go out there, if I need something corrected, I need help, doing something, Jake's always there to help me out do it when we get on the jugs machine after practice. And so, I just know he's one of many guys I can count on, along with the 10 other guys we have on the field too. So it's great to play with Jake Butt, and I just wish him all the success as we continue on, throughout this season, next season.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, for your time.